Have you ever cried in silence and no one noticed? Have you ever smiled just to hide the storm inside you? Have you ever sat in a crowded room and still felt completely alone? If you said yes to even one of those, then this video is made just for you. We live in a world that celebrates being strong, unaffected, perfect. We post smiles, we share quotes. But deep down, there's a voice in all of us that whispers, "Why do I feel so broken inside?" Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's betrayal. Maybe it's just a growing emptiness that no one else can see. And slowly, that emotional pain starts eating us from within. But today, you are not alone. You are heard, you are safe, and you are ready to heal. Welcome to Wisdom of Sparks, a place where ancient wisdom lights up the darkness inside us. Where we don't preach, we connect. We don't tell you to just be happy. We help you understand the pain and walk you through it. So if you're tired of running from your emotions, if you're ready to finally break free, and if you're searching for peace that lasts, then stay with me till the very end of this video, because what I'm going to share with you today is not just advice. It's a path walked by millions for over 2,500 years, a path that Buddha discovered after he faced pain deeper than we can imagine. But before we dive into the 10 life-changing spiritual laws from Buddhist teachings, let me ask you something. What if I told you that your emotions are not your enemy? That your sadness, your anger, your fear, they're not here to destroy you. They're here to teach you. What if your heartbreak is your soul's way of awakening? Sounds strange. Let me tell you a short story. Once in a small Buddhist monastery in Japan, there was an old monk who had only one possession, a beautiful ceramic bowl gifted to him by his master. He used it every day with great care. One day, while washing it near the river, the bowl slipped from his hands and shattered. The young monk saw this and expected the old monk to cry, to grieve, to show pain. But instead, he smiled, picked up the pieces, and started singing softly. When asked why he wasn't upset, he said something that changed the way those monks saw life forever. Even in the crack, the sunlight still falls, and sometimes it falls even brighter there. My dear friend watching this, you are not broken. You're cracked open, so light can enter. And to help that light grow, you must understand what emotional pain truly is, and how to gently let it go. Buddha didn't say that life will always be easy. In fact, his first teaching was, life is suffering, but what if I told you that suffering is optional? Pain is part of life, but suffering is a choice, a mental prison we build with our thoughts, attachments, and expectations, and Buddhism shows us the key to that prison. That's why in this video, I will walk you through 10 spiritual laws, sacred truths that monks, meditators, and spiritual seekers have used for centuries to find peace when the world feels like too much. These aren't laws written in some dusty book. They are the same truths Buddha discovered when he sat under the Bodhi tree, alone, confused, emotional, just like many of us. But listen closely. These laws won't work like a magic pill. This video is not about running away from your emotions. It's about learning to sit with them, understand them, and slowly free yourself from their grip. So if you're ready to take your power back, if you're ready to stop letting your emotions control your peace, then breathe deeply and stay with me, because over the next few minutes, we'll walk together heart to heart through every law. And by the end of this video, you won't just feel better, you'll feel free. But before we begin, if you believe in the power of ancient wisdom, if you feel this message is already touching your heart, then please take a moment to. Spiritual Law 1. You are not your emotions, you are the sky, not the storm. Take a deep breath, let it out slowly. Now close your eyes for a moment and picture this. A vast open sky, clear, calm, limitless. And then from a distance, dark clouds begin to gather. Winds pick up. A storm rumbles in. For a moment, it looks like the sky itself is in pain. But is it? Is the sky the storm? Or is the storm just passing through? This is the first law of emotional freedom in Buddhism. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness behind them. You are the sky, and every emotion, whether it's sadness, anger, anxiety, or guilt, is just a temporary cloud. It may feel heavy. It may block your light. It may pour down rain, but it can't stay forever, because just like the weather, emotions come and go. Buddha taught this through the concept of anatta, the teaching of non-self. He said what you call yourself, your identity, your emotions, are not fixed. They are not you. They are just processes happening. But the problem is, We attach ourselves to these passing clouds. We say things like, I am angry, I am heartbroken, I am not good enough, I am depressed. But you're not. You are feeling anger. You are experiencing heartbreak. You are sensing sadness. You are the observer, not the storm. Let me tell you a short, touching story. A young monk once ran to his master, crying. He said, Master, my heart is in pain. I'm feeling so many emotions. I can't stop thinking, I can't stop crying. What is wrong with me? The master smiled gently and pointed to the sky. Tell me, he said, do the clouds stain the sky? The monk looked up, confused. No, master, clouds come and go. The sky stays the same. The master nodded. Then why do you think your pain stains your soul? He continued, emotions like clouds are guests. They arrive, they teach, they leave. You are the sky, my child. No storm, no matter how dark, can ever change that. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, don't say, I am broken. Say, a storm is passing through me, but I am still the sky. Let that be your mantra. Write it down. Whisper it when you're alone. Close your eyes and feel its truth. Because the moment you stop identifying with the emotion is the moment you start healing from it. So now, my dear friend, as you sit with this first law, I want you to ask yourself, what emotions have I mistaken for my identity? What storms have I let define my sky? And can I begin, right now, to separate myself from the cloud and return to the calm, endless sky within me? This was the first step on our journey. And trust me, each law we explore from here on will bring you closer to peace, stillness, and strength. So stay with me, because the next law will show you the first step toward inner freedom. One so powerful, it can change how you see every emotion forever. Spiritual law 2, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Let me ask you something deep. Have you ever experienced pain and thought, why me? Why does this always happen to me? Will it ever stop? Buddha taught that pain is a part of life, the death of a loved one, betrayal, loss, illness, all these are unavoidable. But the suffering that follows, that's created by your mind. Pain is what life does to you. Suffering is what you do to yourself with that pain. Let me share a simple story. Buddha once asked his disciple, if you're shot by an arrow, does it hurt? The disciple said, yes, master, it does. Buddha asked again, if you're shot by a second arrow in the same spot, does it hurt more? The disciple said, of course, master. Buddha smiled and said, the first arrow is the pain life throws at you. The second arrow is your reaction, your anger, your bitterness, your clinging. Most of us are shooting ourselves again and again, thinking it's life doing it to us. So next time pain comes, accept the first arrow, but don't shoot the second. Observe the pain, feel it, release it. And remember, suffering is a choice. Spiritual law 3, let go or be dragged. Are you still holding on to something? An old betrayal, a lost love, a harsh word said years ago. Buddha said, attachment is the root of suffering. Holding on to what no longer serves you is like grabbing a burning coal and hoping it burns the other person. You think you're protecting your heart, but you're just wounding it every single day. Letting go is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's freedom. So close your eyes for a second and ask, what is dragging me? And then slowly let it go. Spiritual law 4, everything changes, nothing stays forever. This is one of the deepest truths. Impermanence, anicca. That joy you felt, it passed. That heartbreak, it also passed. Everything changes. That's the beauty and the sorrow of life. When we suffer, we believe this will never end. But look at your past. Nothing stayed forever. So when pain hits, whisper, this too shall pass. And when happiness visits, whisper, this too shall pass. Because when you embrace impermanence, you stop clinging, you stop fearing, and you start living. Spiritual law 5, emotions are messengers, not masters. Every emotion, sadness, anger, anxiety, isn't here to control you. It's here to tell you something. But most of us either suppress these emotions or let them rule over us. What if instead you sat with your sadness and asked, what are you here to teach me? What am I refusing to face? Anger might be hiding a boundary that was crossed. Sadness might be asking you to slow down and heal. When you listen, the emotion transforms. It stops screaming and becomes your guide. Spiritual law 6, acceptance is the door to peace. We spend so much of our life resisting what is. This shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't feel this way. He shouldn't have done that. But the more you resist, the more you suffer. Acceptance isn't saying, I like this. It's saying, this is what is right now, and I will face it with grace. Like a lotus that rises through the mud, Acceptance doesn't remove the mud. It transcends it. Only when you accept the now can you transform it. Spiritual law #7. Silence heals what the mind cannot. There's a reason monks live in silence. In silence, the chaos of the world fades, and you begin to hear your soul. When you're in pain, talking sometimes makes it worse. Thinking, overthinking, only deepens the wound. But try sitting in silence. Breathe. Observe. Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree in silence, and he awakened. Silence is not emptiness. It's presence. It's healing. So if your heart feels heavy, don't scroll. Don't call anyone. Just sit and listen to your breath. You'll be surprised how your soul begins to whisper again. Spiritual law 8. Compassion dissolves pain, even your own. When you're hurting, your world shrinks. You become trapped in me and my pain. But here's the magic. The moment you turn your pain into service, it starts to lose its power. You see a crying stranger, and you give them a kind word. You hear a friend's heartbreak, and you offer your shoulder. And suddenly, you feel lighter. Buddha taught karuna, compassion, as the medicine for human suffering. Because when you light a lamp for someone else, your own path becomes brighter. Spiritual law 9. Forgiveness is freedom. This might be the hardest of all. How do I forgive the person who hurt me? How do I forgive myself? The answer, you do it not for them, but for you. Buddha said, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means letting go of the burden. It means setting yourself free from the prison you've been living in. Close your eyes and say, I release you. I release me. That's not weakness. That's power. Spiritual law 10. You already have everything you need inside you. This is the final and most empowering law. You don't need more validation, more love from others, more answers from the outside. Buddha didn't give us a god to worship. He gave us a path inward. Because the truth is, you are already whole. You just forgot. The peace you seek, it's within. The love you crave, it's within. The healing you desire, yes, it's already inside you. So stop running, stop seeking, sit still, and return home to yourself. My dear soul, if you've made it this far, your heart is seeking, your soul is healing, and you're already walking the path of light. These 10 laws are not just teachings. They're keys to unlock the chains of emotional and step into freedom. Let these teachings stay with you. Repeat them, write them, live them, and if this video brought even a spark of peace to you, like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of Sparks, because every week we dive deeper into the teachings that awaken your soul and help you rise above pain. Now in the comments, tell me, which of these 10 laws touched your heart the most? Until next time, stay grounded, stay gentle, and keep walking the path of wisdom.